Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we got the history of the Hardcore Championship 24/7. This was released back in 2016. 3-disc set release. And similar to the other Hardcore DVD, this one is one of my favorites. Let's take a closer look. You know, they did alter the Hardcore title a bit here, but it's in all its glory. You know, they did alter the WWE logo and whatnot, and just change the way the tape looked to make it fit on the DVD. But I love the way this cover looks. It's like a portrait on top of a matte finish, kind of. Really, really well done. Spine, similar process here with the tape, and they got that Hardcore title look. Only 7 hours, but I can kind of let it go because this stuff is just so entertaining. And, you know, Hardcore matches never really went that long. So on the back here we got Al Snow, Hardcore Holly, Mankind versus Boss Man, RVD and The Undertaker, one of my favorites. Cover here, we got several different superstars. Big Boss Man, Road Dogg, Mankind, Tommy Dreamer, Raven, and Rob Van Dam. Interior artwork, really well done. I love how they just have, like, broken bits of the championship all over the place. We got Steve Blackman and Shane McMahon, Bubba Ray Dudley, Raven. More shots of Undertaker, RVD, Road Dogg and Al Snow, Jericho and Jeff Hardy, and the Mean Street Posse. Just various shots. So we do have a full match listing. We'll run down that in a minute. Disc art is all fairly similar, but I actually really like that disc art. Awesome. So behind the discs, we got more shots of Al Snow. Looks like Jericho and the Big Show. Got Crash Holly, Shane McMahon and Steve Blackman there from SummerSlam 2000. Taz, Perry Saturn, Undertaker again. Look at that mug. He does not look like a happy camper. Then you got a shot from WrestleMania 17 in the golf carts. Always love that. Mankind, the first Hardcore champion. Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer. And you got, looks like Jeff Hardy and... That's tough to see, maybe... I can't make out who that is. And you got the Big Boss Man there. Yeah, I can't make out who that is. Bottom left. But overall, I love the packaging. I'd probably give it a good 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It's that good. Let's run down the content. So it starts off at the beginning, you know, when Mankind is first awarded the title. This is Hardcore. It's like a creative documentary where Mankind, Mick Foley, Raven, and Rob Van Dam are the hosts. They're kind of in like an abandoned building somewhere. And what's cool about this is that in the original Hardcore DVD, Taz, I believe, is in the exact same building. If that's true, it's cool that they kind of brought this full circle. So, since its inception in 1999, sought after by some of WWE's toughest and most unpredictable competitors, from the deranged champions to fighting champions, the unsung hardcore heroes like Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman and Crash Holly, this set takes a comprehensive look at the greatest hardcore title matches in history. So we got starting at November 2nd, 1998, the birth of the hardcore title. Got Mankind versus Ken Shamrock, ladder match, Mankind versus the Big Boss Man, Al Snow versus the Road Dogg, St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Al Snow versus Bob Holly, Bob Holly versus Steve Blackman, Bart Gunn, Big Boss Man versus Al Snow, Snow versus Steve Blackman, Test versus Gangrel, Test versus Crash Holly versus Taz, the Mean Street Posse, the Headbangers, Hardcore Holly. Got a triple threat match. And this is around the time where it goes 24/7. We got, again, Crash versus the Mean Street Posse, Dean Malenko, Jerry Briscoe. Great stuff from SmackDown. Disc 2. Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman versus X-Pac. SummerSlam 2000 versus Shane McMahon. Got Blackman versus Edge and Christian. And versus Raven versus Hardcore Holly. Raven versus Crash. Raven versus Big Show. Big Show versus Rock versus Angle. Jericho versus Raven. Got the WrestleMania 17 triple threat. Kane versus Steven Richards. Kane versus Rhino. Raven versus Rhino. Really fun match. And we got Big Show versus Jericho. Disc 3. With the ECW invades the hardcore division. Test versus Rhino. Jeff Hardy versus Mike Awesome versus Rob Van Dam from Invasion. Then we got RVD versus Tajiri, Kurt Angle, The Rock, and The Undertaker from Vengeance. Really good match. Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy, Tajiri, Maven, Bubba Ray Dudley versus Raven. We're now into 2002. Booker T versus Steven Richards. The return of 24/7. So they actually took it away for a while. That was during the Invasion, and then it went away, and it came back around WrestleMania 18, a little before then, maybe. We got Steven Richards versus Terry. Bradshaw versus Jeff Hardy. Is that Bradshaw in that one shot? It might be. I still can't tell. Tommy Dreamer versus Bradshaw. And finally, August 26th, 2002, IC Champion versus Hardcore Champion. RVD versus Tommy Dreamer. They unified the titles with the IC title, and that was it. Overall, I really enjoyed this set. Content-wise, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Giving this DVD about 16 out of 20. Overall, really enjoyed this set. If you don't have this one, I'm going to highly recommend it. Give it a big thumbs up. It's worth watching. It's 7 hours of fun. Overall, let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. The hardcore title was always one of my favorites. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later. Peace.